Okay, okay, okay. I am live. Good evening, good evening. It is Thursday. I can't believe it's already at the end of the week. This week has gone by so quickly. Reason being is because I don't know if you know, but I am one out of two people that make up Fitness on Fire. The other is Stars Tina. She's away this week. So this week, busy preparing for this empowerment event. I know if any of you have been listening to anything that I said, and I hope you have been, you've been hearing me talk about this empowerment event, women's empowerment event that I'm a part of, and I'm super excited about it. So what is this empowerment event all about? Well, as you know, Tina and I talk a lot about fitness. We talk a lot about nutrition, health, overall mindset. And so we have not been able to do that with the people and people around us to help empower us, to help support us. So when we got together, we said, what better thing to do than to bring a bunch of us on stage so we can talk about what we talk about best. And what does that include? This women's empowerment event, if you're at all interested, which I know that you are, we're talking entrepreneurship. We're talking finances. We're talking spirituality. We're talking sensuality. Of course, we're talking mindset, fitness, and nutrition, overall health and wellness. We are talking everything that you will need in order to walk out the door at the end of the day feeling so much more empowered than you did when you walked in that morning. When is this taking place? Saturday, August 13th. And we want your butt in our seats. We are calling all women over the age of 40. If you have, which you do, have a fire inside of you to start something, to ramp something up, to move further along in the journey that you are already on, you need to be here because this is Ignite the Fire Within. We all have a fire inside of us, and that fire cannot be extinguished. But sometimes it goes a little dim, and we are here to make sure that fire gets reignited and to the biggest flames that we can possibly get it, right? And that means rubbing elbows with the local greats in our area, tri-state area. We're going to be live in Rahway, New Jersey, and we want you to come and join us. Live in Rahway, New Jersey, and we have the local greats, the women who are blazing trails in their respective industries, and they are sharing with us how they did it. How could you not be there? With all these topics that we're talking about, I am very excited to bring to you a guest tonight with me here, and she's waiting for me to put her on the screen. Her name is Lady Mocha, and what she is doing is she's blazing trails by her own right. She's in production. She speaks. I'm going to let her tell you what she's doing because only she can tell it best. She's going to be joining us on stage on Saturday, August 13th, live in Rahway, New Jersey. And I am so excited to hear what she has to say. But right now, I'm going to bring you on without further ado, Lady Mocha. I'm so excited to have you here. Hold on. I'm going to bring you up in a second. Having technical difficulties. There we go.
Okay. Okay,
Welcome. So we are live on Facebook. We are live in YouTube, wherever you're watching this, guys. We're happy that you're joining us. And we want Lady Mocha, I want to hear from you. Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you talking about? And what are you going to share with us on Saturday, August 13th at our Ignite the Fire Within Women's Empowerment event? Go!
Yes. So basically, what I want to share is how to find your purpose and try to give the ladies some guidance on how to sustain when they have trials and tribulations during their purpose journey. Because we all know we want to start businesses, we have goals and we have dreams, but nobody ever teaches us or tells us. They say, go dream, go do it big, but nobody ever gives us what we need when there's trouble and when we come up against strongholds and things that happen in our personal lives and in our professional lives. Nobody is there when we're down and we need that encouragement to get, to stay in the game. So I want to try to figure out who knows their purpose, try to guide them into giving them some tips on how to find their purpose. And then we'll just navigate together and try to figure out what we can do, what with them, some things that we can put into place to keep you in your purpose and help you get through those things that are hard, because you will have those days. It's not going to be perfect all the time.
Guys, it's about support. It's about
Yeah.
support. So many things. So, like, there's nothing. Think about the most important things that you've accomplished in your life. You never did it without support. So, this women's empowerment event, that's what we're doing. We're providing empowerment by providing support, by providing guidance, by providing a way for you to discover what your purpose is, just like Lady Mocha is saying. Lady Mocha, what do you do? What does your day look like? What are your
Oh,
talents? Where have your talents brought you?
okay, so I think I was just a dreamer as a little girl. Like, you couldn't tell me that I couldn't do something. I was always involved. Well, it started with this one story that me and my mom used to like watch figure skating and gymnastics, like whenever there was like Olympics or anything, like religiously. And I was like, I want to be one of those girls. Like, I want to be one of those girls. And my mom said, we were just having a casual conversation. She was like, go ahead. And I was just like, well, how am I doing? I had all these questions in my head as an 8-year-old girl, like, well, what do I do? How do I sign up? Or where do I get the skates? And where do I get the leotard? And it didn't go that far. It was just like, talking to your daughter, like, go ahead and do it. And she didn't take me seriously, but I took it seriously. So when I went to school, like, I involved myself in everything because I was like, oh, if it's that simple, then I can do it myself. I never did gymnastics or ice skating professionally or anything like that, but it just kind of sparked my brain into like, oh, okay, let me figure it out by myself. So I've always been the person to self-teach myself. I'm always like self-taught. I'm always learning something on my own. And if there's a plus and a minus to that, where I wish, that's why I want to be a mentor for others now, because I know that it's better when you have the mentors and the guidance, because it lessens the time, because you don't have to learn all the things yourself. But I was always that little girl, the dreamer, the one who wanted to do something. So I always involved myself in like the school drama club, and the school the book club, or the fashion shows, and everything that I signed. I did sports, but I just did it because I knew that I felt I can do anything. And I
Yes.
always felt like anything was possible for me as a child. And that kind of just set in my mind, like as an adult, like, just go for it, just do it, just do it. Like, if you have an idea, I can't keep an idea in my head. Like, I have to get it out. So for me, it was just like a no-brainer with just being involved. But I didn't really start with production. I kind of ended up here because I found my purpose. And that's probably what I was going to be talking about with you guys, because I in elementary school, when I involved myself in all these things, there was one teacher I had, my music teacher. I was in the chorus, and she brought in a drama teacher. And that drama teacher helped us write a production. But guess who was writing the production? I was. He was literally like taking it home, and whatever I wrote down or whatever ideas I came up with, he would come back and have it typed up. I was 12 years old when I did my first play. I starred in it with my friends. I wrote it. And it was crazy because a few years back, I found that script. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because it's always the things that you've been doing unknowingly that, and you don't even know. Because I was just a little kid, just being, motivated and creative, and, just taking everything that was being offered to me. And I didn't know at the point that I was supposed to write, or I just knew I was good at it. I knew I was always good at designing and drawing and creative things. But when you find your purpose, it's like that Oprah aha moment where you're like, this was so simple. Why didn't I know this? So I know it's in every female. I know it's in every person, every man, woman, and child. But you just don't realize it, because today, like, you have everything else going on. You got to work. You got to make the money. You got to pay the bills. But where is that thing that's inside of you that always has been there? And it's kind of on the back burner. But when it clicks, you'll be like, you won't even have to ask. You won't even have to ask, I'm looking for my purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, girl. You'll know. And I want to try to bring that out of people, because it's in there. And I'm just really excited to try to help people. Because when I found that out, I was like so relieved, like, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I was like doing so much. And then I was like, wow, I think this is what I'm supposed to do. Not just the thing that I was good at. I'm good at a lot of things, but when you're supposed to do something, and no, because writing is the way that I can connect with people emotionally. It's a way that I can connect with people, like, I can make people cry and I can make people laugh with my writing. So I know that's something that can connect people and connects me back to people. So I think that one of my purposes was when I found that out, I was like really excited.
I love that story. I love that story because it goes back to what we love to do when we were children. And so often we
Mhm.
forget what
Yes.
we love to do when we were children because we're so busy adulting. So I love that story. I love the story with your mom. You're like, okay, well, now what? Because so many of us,
Right.
even when we do say, hey, wait, this is what I'm supposed to do, we still have questions. Well, how do I get started?
Mhm.
Who do I speak to? What's my shortest route there? So I'm happy that you're going to be speaking to our guests about that. I'm happy that you'll be able to reach out to certain people who feel like, you know what, I feel this connection with Lady Mocha, and I definitely want her to be, one of the people I rub elbows with and make sure that I get some information. So I want to just say and leave off as we end this broadcast tonight, because we don't want to keep our listeners, and Lady Mocha, you are so busy. Guys, it was so hard trying to catch up with this young lady to get her to come on live with me. That's because she knows what she's doing and she's getting done when she gets to what she needs to get done.
When
47.
yeah,
Sorry.
I feel like I really I'm excited. So because my topic is for the event is going to be I found myself by getting lost, which has so many undertoned statements. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but it was crazy because the way I reconnected with Tina was a lost moment, and I think this moment is me finding myself again. So even with
Wow.
my topic being on a totally another lost moment in my life, because you're going to have multiple lost moments. I didn't know that, but now I'm realizing it. And I was just trying to reconnect with people that um, helped me with my dream, accomplish one of my dreams. And I'm just trying to think back, like what got me excited? Like why was what made me happy? And I was like, let me just, take a day, make some phone calls, and reconnect with people on Facebook and things like that. And Miss Tina, I think it's her niece or her cousin, was in one of my productions a couple of years back, and I was trying to reconnect with all the kids that I, was directing and things like that. And I was like, I wonder how they're doing, because I did want to continue to be that mentor. I just didn't want to like have a production or have a cast members and not keep up with them. But, life happens. So that's literally how I reconnected with Tina. And I was just like, and then she asked me, she's like, hey, do you want to speak? And I'm like, well, that's something I was like writing down in my manifestation book. And I was just like, I know I have these other responsibilities right now, and I'm going to have to push myself. But I was like, I said yes, like the Shonda Rhimes, say yes to everything. I'm trying to really push myself. It's really hard. So you guys, I am really trying for you guys, but I definitely want to be there to encourage other, because I do believe that is my purpose, and that's what I'm supposed to do. So I got to push
I
for
love
myself,
it.
and I got to push for you guys, because I gotta, all the stuff that's in me, I got to pour out. Somebody's got to get it.
Wow, somebody's gonna get it. Might as well be you, right? I love
Right.
that. That was so much from the heart. I appreciate that, Lady Mocha, and I appreciate you taking time out your schedule to speak to our guests, our potential guests. I was gonna say it's $47 a tickets, guys. Now I don't know how much longer we're gonna keep it at $47. So hurry up, buy your tickets. It's only a few weeks away. We have a $77 VIP. Now I know all of you that are watching are not $47 ticket holders. I know that you are all VIP, no question. The VIP includes a swag bag that you could take home, and includes also a digital swag bag, so that you have personal access to all the speakers that were on stage. Again, talking about entrepreneurship, talking about finances, talking about spirituality, talking about sensuality, talking about mind, body, soul, spirit, fitness, health, wealth, with wellness, as well as exercise, right? And nutrition, such a big part, such a big part. I got you on the nutrition part. All right. So $77 for the VIP, $47 to get your butt in the seats. We're going to have vendors there. Vendors. Yes, we're selling jewelry, we're selling candles, we're selling listen, you have to come. Check out the website, learn a little bit more about what we got going on. The website is fitnessonfireexperience.com. Fitness on Fire X. Tina's really good. Tina types it up and it pops up on the screen. And I'm missing my girl tonight. I'm missing her. fitnessonfirex.com. That is our website. Our YouTube is the Fitness on Fire Experience, the Fitness on Fire Experience. So we're looking to get 200 subscribers by the end of this month. Will you help us? So jump onto YouTube, definitely do that if you do nothing else. But if you are in the tri-state area and you want to hear what Lady Mocha and our other speakers has to say, definitely go onto the website, buy a ticket, and we'll take it from there. Looking forward to meeting all of you. Lady Mocha, any parting words? Where can we find you? How do we find you?
Oh my God. Okay, so this is funny too. I know so much about the industry and the entertainment industry that I've learned I'm on Facebook now. I'm on Lady Mocha Productions is where you can find me. I did learn how to separate my life, from the big people, how to separate my personal life and my production life, because it can get a little crazy. Because I used to go to events and they're like, how do I meet this person? How do I get? I'm like, I'm trying to meet him still too. Like, I know some people, but I'm trying to, get to the other ones too. But it's so crazy because Lady Mocha Productions Facebook right now. I don't have an Instagram. I know people think I'm crazy and I'm young, but you got to be selective these days. And I know I'll probably do it eventually, but for right now, I just have Lady Mocha Productions, and that'll give you access to like my productions email as well if anybody has any questions. But yeah, I'm just simple. I'm basic. I'm old school. Write your number down. Give me a card. I don't know.
They can find you on Facebook. I guess that's the first step.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I have
Excellent.
an old soul. If you haven't noticed, I have a really old soul. Since I was a little girl, I just been like, oh, child. I used to be like, what y'all kids doing? I used to be in the class with all, but I don't know. I'm just an old soul. I just feel
And if
comfortable.
it works, and if that works for you, then that's great. And you'll fit right in. And people do like you feel that, right? And people gravitate towards people because you do have that light and that guidance. So I appreciate that. All right, everybody, tap into Lady Mocha. I put fitnessonfirex.com/events, and that's going to get you to where to buy the tickets. We're looking forward to seeing you, and we've taken enough of your time. Lady Mocha, thank you again, and we're just going to end this broadcast. So ciao, see you on
Bye,
the
guys.
13th.